Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ways to Take Care of Your Mental Health in High School workshop. My name is Karen, and I am one of the counselors here at Plexus. This workshop is here to inform you all about different practices that you can do if you haven't been feeling great about yourself lately, such as a lack of motivation, stress, academic problems, or anything like that. I would also like to mention that this topic may be sensitive to some people since mental health is not something that is talked about very often. And this is a recorded workshop, therefore you are welcome to go at your own pace. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I want to start off by mentioning some of the most common issues that we see in high school students today. And some of those issues are stress, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, substance abuse disorder, eating disorders, and behavior disorders. If you or someone you know may be experiencing one of these issues, it is extremely important to seek out those resources that are available to help. And I will be mentioning some resources that you can use near the end of this workshop as well. And here are some ways in which you can improve your mental health. First, we have planning and time management. Having a plan and knowing when is too much is a great way to reduce stress. And some tips to help with planning are, first is using a planner. I'm pretty sure you all know what a planner is. And the most basic one is where you have the calendar and like a notes section where you have what is due on each day. The next one is build a schedule. There are a lot of ways you can build a schedule. You can do so with a planner, of course, for example. You can also use various apps and websites such as Google Calendar if you have a Gmail, or you can also use your phone's calendar on your on one of the apps on your phone itself. The next one is be specific. If you have something on your plan that is very broad, then you are not going to know exactly what you need to do. An example could be that you put in your planner or calendar that you're going to go to office hours. Let's say, whose office hours are you going to go to? Why are you going to go to these office hours? Like, what questions are you going to ask during those office hours to your teacher? So try to keep yourself organized. Try to keep to the things you put on your planner or on your schedule to be specific so you'll know exactly what you need to do. The next thing on the list is set a deadline. When would you like to get things done? If you have a project due soon, when would you like to finish it? And when would you like to dedicate some time for it? Finally, reward yourself. Every time you complete something on your planner, do something for yourself. Do something that you enjoy doing. It can be with company or without company. It is also a great positive reinforcement to keep finishing things on your to-do list. Next, we have take some time for yourself. As high school students, you often feel overwhelmed that you have to be involved in so many things in order to get accepted into your dream school that it makes you forget to take some time off and focus on yourself and on your own health. So find a free time slot on your schedule, which is why it is a good idea to have a planner or a schedule with you, and use the time to reboot. And some things that you can do during this free time is exercise, of course. And this one is something that is always talked about everywhere because it is just so good for your physical health, your emotional health, and your mental health. So find a gym near you, or if you are more of a nature person, just go ahead and take a walk in your favorite park if the weather is nice, and do a routine that will just make you feel good. Take a nap, the total opposite of exercising. However, this does not mean that napping isn't good for your health either. Sometimes you just feel so tired that laying down and sleeping is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Next thing we have on the list is read a book. Some people love reading, and there are some great benefits to it as well, such as it helps in reducing stress, it helps with your memory, relaxation, and it even helps for you to go to sleep. Go to your favorite spot. That can be a park, it can be a mall, it can be your friend's house, your cousin's house, I don't know, something that you enjoy being at. So go to a place that makes you feel happy and makes you forget about any problems that you are experiencing. Eat a healthy meal. Just like exercise, it is so good for all types of health. Get some of those fruits and veggies in your system, and it can help with your energy throughout the day. And finally, disconnect from your phone or any type of technology. Your phone is a home to many social distractions, and some of those distractions can be either positive or some of them can be negative. So put your phone aside for a while and focus on yourself and not about others during this time. If you want a challenge, try to unplug yourself from technology completely, such as no TV either. So that is only if you would like a challenge. If not, disconnecting from your phone is something that you can go ahead and start off and it will be completely fine. The next thing we have is talk with your high school counselor. They are there to help. Your academic and emotional counselor at your school are both trained to handle situations where a student is experiencing lots of stress and is seen to be struggling. And some ways in which your high school counselor can help you are in making a plan. That can be your high school plan, or it can be your planning to get into college, etc. They can help you with tips. Maybe you are struggling in a class and are in need of some study tips. Maybe you don't know if you should add an extracurricular to your schedule. They can help with all of that stuff. They can also help with academics. That is, they can talk to your teachers if you are experiencing a lot of stress with goal setting, such as getting accepted to a college or finding a job in a specific industry, and career planning. That is, if you really want to go to college and you don't know where to start, or you don't know how to get accepted into your dream school, they can help with that. Or maybe you already have your dream job in mind, but you don't know how to get it. They can also help with that as well. Get up earlier than what you already do. This is probably the last thing you want to do because people value their sleep so much, but just hear me out for a little bit. There are some great deal of benefits associated with getting up early, and some are that you have time to eat breakfast. You have probably heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That is because it is true. It is the first meal you will eat all day after a night without eating, and it helps in keeping your energy levels up throughout the day. You have better concentration. Even though you got up earlier, you'll feel more awake and you feel more alert and more ready to tackle through the day. It increases positivity. There is research that shows that those who get up earlier are generally happier overall. And you get more energy. As I mentioned before, even though you get up early, you feel more energized because you get your body moving earlier and you feel more awake and productive throughout the day. Next, we have setting realistic goals. If you want to be successful, you have to know how to set a goal. A lot of people set goals that, well, I don't want to say impossible, but are difficult for them to achieve, which just increases their stress levels. Therefore, be realistic and don't overwhelm yourself. And some tips to help you with this are SMART goals. SMART is an acronym, as you can see on your screen. Each letter stands for a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If you would like to know more about setting a SMART goal, then I strongly recommend you check out the workshop called SMART Goals here on our Plexus social media page, and the link is in our description. Set smaller goals. That is, if you really want to achieve a huge goal, set smaller goals that can eventually lead up to that bigger goal, and you will feel more accomplished. Surround yourself with positive people. This one is very straightforward because obviously negative people are a negative influence. So surround yourself with those that make you feel happy, those that make you forget about your problems when you're around them because they're just so contagious with all of their happiness. And some ways that they can help you are with any advice. They can support you through hard times with stress management. That is, they can help you to cope with stress. Humor. What better way to feel happy than laughing at those people that always put a smile on your face? Humor. What better way to feel happy than laughing with those people that always put a smile on your face? And laughing is a great form of therapy, especially if it's around the people that you love the most. And they can also help you with motivation. That is, if you are feeling down and unmotivated, they will notice that and will push you forward to reaching your desired goals. And that is why it is so important to have positive people or a positive person in your life. And finally, if you or someone you know is experiencing issues with mental health, here are some helpful resources. First is the crisis text line. This is a form of text messaging that is totally free, available 24/7, where you can chat with a real human if you are experiencing a crisis moment or you simply need to talk to someone, and you can reach out to them by texting home to 741-741. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. This is a lifeline for all types of mental health. You don't have to be suicidal to reach out to them and request help. It is also a free and confidential service available 24/7 that provides help for those people who are experiencing a crisis. If you would like to reach out to them, you can call 1-800-273-TALK or 8255. If you would like to talk to a real counselor, you can also request a referral to a trained counselor in your community by calling 1-800-950-NAMI or 6294. And of course, if you think this is an emergency and if you or someone you know is in need of some urgent care, please call 911. All right, we have reached the end of this workshop. I hope this workshop was very informative. I know that this topic may be sensitive to some groups, but it is important to keep your head up and keep moving forward. And take advantage of the tips I mentioned in this workshop to take care of your mental health and just live a happy life overall. And before I leave, I would like to let you all know to please download our Plexus app. You can do so through the App Store or Google Play. We're also very much appreciated if you leave us a rating and a review. We appreciate any feedback you all can give us. And we have Chat with My Counselor if you have any questions regarding this video, or if you would like to reach out about your journey to higher education. We are always happy to help in answering those questions as well. And I also encourage for you all to check out our Plexus page for more workshops that are geared towards college readiness and will help you in achieving your goals. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next workshop. Bye.